Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Tonight we have another Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament match. It is brackets round 2, and tonight I am winner's bracket. I am joined by Theirwolf and Jopo1226. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How's it going, Jopo?
I'm just relaxing. Day off.
Okay, and I will let you two to it. Should be off very soon.
Yep, we got jkoper versus TheCowness. Both of them got seeded into the second round of the winner's bracket, so this is their first time with these flags. Both veteran players of the game, so they will probably have no issues with the lack of candle or the mixed large and small enemies. And we're starting off with jkoper diving into an item cave and TheCowness killing some stuff.
TheCowness found Palace 4 right by start. Not finishable without reflect.
And no real reason to dive in without some means of getting through key doors, which Palace 4 has a lot of them.
That too. And also a lot of time consuming to get keys.
Oh yeah. jkoper got a heart container. That's okay. It's not really important, but it keeps you alive a little bit.
Yeah,
especially early going.
Yeah, survivability, especially with attack 1.
Yeah, they won't stick at attack 1 long, and especially with a P-bag. 500 P-bag, yeah, get some level ups going.
Not what you want to see at an easy item, but always welcome, especially this early.
Oh, I would totally take a 500 point bag early. It just gives you a little leg up against all these gorillas throwing boomerangs. We got the mixed large and small enemies going here, so you can run into some nasty stuff.
Like Darius.
Yeah, the divers. They might be good experience, they might not. But right now our runners are kind of following each other's footsteps here.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, there are still hints. The old lady at the grave didn't know anything, but there are 4 hints spread across the land in the various 8 towns. 1 hint per town, max. Nothing in a town.
Great palace by start. That's a nice thing.
Yeah, that'll be pretty nice.
But it's an up A away, especially if you're stuck in a long Death Valley or something.
Well, we saw both sides of Saria, so Bagu is not necessary. And that boulder in Death Mountain is literally right next to the entrance, so if they get a hammer, that's a free item.
Basically, yes.
We're getting some key drops. Key drops are very nice. Maybe not with these palaces, but...
Alright, we find Medicine Cave on Calnus side with a Dara.
Yeah, that Dara. They can throw either 1 or they'll throw 2 axes. How they determine that, who knows? RNG, but you don't like it when they throw 2. That's just mean of them.
I was going to say with that boulder in Death Mountain still could mean the hammer could be in Death Mountain.
Oh wow, Countess actually survived, and jkoper has the fire spell.
He didn't try it, I guess it's too expensive to cast. Oh, he tried it.
I'm guessing shield? Yeah, it looks like he changed his color.
Not terrible, not great. Expensive shield, though.
Did he change color? I can't tell if that was his random tunic.
Oh no, it looks like actually, that's his normal tunic color.
It's normal color, so we don't know what fire is. It could be reflect, it could be spell, it could be thunder. We just know what it's not.
Yeah. No jump, no fairy. Shield, no life.
Alright, orange Dara's just worth 100. Yeah.
Another free spell for him. Let's see what he gets now. The thunder spell. Calnus gets the candle. That'll be
Let
nice.
there be light. Yeah. It's not bad.
Not necessary, but definitely makes seeing things a little bit easier.
I mean, if
Especially
you're
with
gonna
that.
find it, do it early,
Yeah,
just so you can
random-
have
also
a
those
little benefit.
also those lava encounters are also dark without the candle, so
Yeah, you don't want to be in a dark lava encounter. That's just nasty. You want to see those various bats and whatnot that are trying to wreck you.
basically yes.
It looks like the Death Mountain entrances are next to each other, so that's
Yeah,
kind of a way to cut across the continent.
Yeah, that is convenient. That's Junk Cave. We're not gonna go through that. That's too long.
Yeah, that's a lot of screens, and you might just end up somewhere where you could have just walked. That's interesting. Alright, we got Mito, but they can't really do anything in Mito other than get one guy who might have information.
Yeah.
You can also learn where the medicine is, but it's a long walk just to learn that.
Yeah. He could have used a pick-me-up, though, on his wife, but he decided not to.
Oh. So fire is reflect, by the way, as jkoper just sits there and takes those axes to the face.
Well, that's good. Now we don't have to find reflect, and floor is clearable.
Yeah, if they can get through the key doors.
The question is, will TheCowness figure that out?
Oh, probably. Countess has to go get fire. But once Countess finds this little tri-state area up in the northwest, gotta get thunder and fire, which those are very important.
This is our final palace. It could be 2 or 5.
Oh, did they not check the jar?
No, he didn't. He just walked in and out.
Oh. Well, it's a palace. Okay, so I guess this is Rudo. All the towns were just accessible.
That's nice. Better
All the
than-
towns, all the palaces. We're missing one cave that we haven't seen.
I saw a boulder block cave.
Yeah, we got a boulder block, but then we have one more that we haven't seen anywhere. Alright, we're gonna learn something. Well, go east.
And that's not very helpful.
No, go east is probably my least favorite hint.
It's basically like saying the glove is in a dungeon. Thank you.
Oh, I would love to have Glove as in a specific dungeon.
Well, I'm just saying in general a dungeon. They don't say which one.
Oh, they do in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll say Guma sits on something or Barba slithers with something. It's very specific. East is the most general hint that tells you kind of nothing.
Right. Don't spell items have to be split up though between continents?
In the old version of the randomizer, there was a rule about that, but in this version, no.
Okay. They can all be clumped together.
Oh yeah. There's almost certainly going to be at least something in a palace. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It could just be like, hey, go to Death Mountain for all your spell item needs. But
Wow, we're getting pea bags on jkoper's side 2 in a row, but he takes a death before he snags.
yeah, those enemies hurt. He's going to get his lives back. And maybe take another path here. There was a Parappa-like cave.
Yeah, I saw it earlier on one of their sides.
Yeah, they might be forced to go through that or through Jump Cave, since I don't think we've seen the left entrance to that either.
Yeah.
Because right now they don't have a raft, and they don't have a fairy spell or key to go into a palace.
Well,
I mean, they could use these
TheCowness-
keys.
TheCowness has 2 keys now.
Yeah. But the logic of the randomizer doesn't count on item drop keys,
drop.
so...
He's not even checking the statue. This may be 1 then. He may be 1. No. Possibly.
Oh, this is one then. Yeah.
Okay.
One is a good find.
Yeah.
If you have 2 keys, you're almost gonna clear out this place.
Although this is technically out of logic, right?
Yeah, it's out of logic, but yeah, it's a nice palace. You get an item, maybe you get something that kind of short circuits the path. And kind of, if you get something like a raft, that tells you that somewhere in this land you're going to be able to get a magic key or the spell item for fairy.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I mean, because there's 2 ways to go through palaces. You may get one or the other.
Well, we're going to find out if one is relevant at all.
Just a jar.
I mean, jars aren't bad, but
yeah,
yeah.
Especially with the high cost of spells, and also helpful for the new Kasuto item if it's required. Well,
Yeah, it's nice to have at least one jar before New Kasuto.
I would assume that TheCowness knows what fire is because he didn't see the enemies turn into bots and he didn't see them go off the... I would assume that he knows the flag.
Yeah, I would. That's probably a safe assumption. And Countess is just gonna go for the boss here, find him, take him out, place a gem, and just move on. jkoper's finding these other item caves that Countess has already found and got not much of value. But right now, I think after Countess does this, probably go back to that Parappa-ish cave, or if you're feeling like you really want to go through Jump Cave, you can go through Jump Cave.
Or dive Death Mountain.
Yeah, that is an option too. You'd be hunting Hammer Cave, and yeah, it's never fun. Might be required though.
Yeah. Hammer could be in this vanilla spot, and then something could be under that boulder, and also behind that boulder block cave.
Yeah.
And
We
he
don't
takes
know.
death.
Yeah, blue iron knuckles, they're not fun.
With 2 of them especially.
Oh yeah. Alright, jkoper is going through Jump. Probably nearby, so why not?
Well, the only thing you could hope to find is another cave, because we have all the towns and palaces accounted for.
Yeah, he's really hoping that last item cave is something required. Otherwise, it's Death Mountain. Wonder what Countess is going to do here, XP-wise. Probably get the attack level.
Oh, he'll definitely get the attack with Horsehead. Unfortunately, that'll put him on the lower side of the experience.
Yeah, so gotta get the attack level and then probably just get the 360 and probably up life.
Yeah.
I didn't see if Thunder was castable yet. They got 5 jars. But in theory, you could Thunder that blue iron knuckle, and if it's worth enough.
Okay, so this looks like new territory for jkoper, yeah, because this is a northern ocean part. Let's see what this cave is. Oh, and it's magic.
Yep, it's our last item cave. The only thing of value up here, basically. Countess gets that 1 gem lead. Well, jkoper gets a 500 bag.
Nice. What do we have? Is it Death Mountain? It's the raft.
I don't know if we saw the raft tile in the south. The raft tile might be up here too.
Yeah, I didn't see any raft tile yet.
I mean, it's kind of convenient because then you could just sail from up here. But it's not convenient because there's no palaces to up A to get your life, and there's no towns to heal either. So it's just off you go. Hope there's something in the east of value.
Yeah, hopefully there's a palace right off the dock.
Yeah, palace, maybe a town that's good. jkoper just kind of looking in these caves. I'm not sure if he's missing a cave. Or if he's just kind of curious.
We haven't seen the front of Fairy Cave, have we?
No, but
Or the
I don't know
back,
that that's-
whatever you call it. There's two entrances.
well, we would have seen the back now. Because jkoper saw both sides, the left and right. So both of the rights have been seen.
There's 3 exits, but only 2 entrances.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everything else is south. It's kind of funny.
TheCowness is doing some exploring, hoping to find a way up there. Which, to our
Yeah, it's
knowledge,
gonna have to.
not happening.
No, you gotta take a pass through. I don't know if yeah, up A and gotta go to pass through, I think. It'd be kind of sad if boots were actually required for raft tile. Rare, but could happen.
Well, he's digging 4.
Sure.
He knows
Could have
reflect.
something good.
He knows reflect is linked to fire, because he wouldn't do this. There's a raft tile.
Yeah, jkoper's looking for something. Might have missed a palace. Might not have seen one or something.
I think so. I don't think he ever dipped into 1. And we have useless dead end.
Yay.
He has 5 keys.
He should be good for 4, even though 4 is very keydoor heavy. 5, yeah, you're probably good.
As long as there's not a lot of locked doors to deal with.
I mean, there might be, and then they might still keep dropping more keys, so you might end up with like 10 keys.
Alright,
Who knows?
There's another fort.
That was 3 or 6. And we've got a town. We're gonna get a spell.
Alright, Thunder's castable for Cowness. 75.
Life spell's not bad. It's okay.
Are you coming to lay down? I need to know so I can move. Excuse me a moment.
No problem. Countess is finding all the dead ends in 4, as is required every time you dip into P4. You gotta find all the dead ends. It's required, I'm pretty sure, by Zelda 2 law. Oh, this is a dicey. Well, got the death. Might want to think about going back to the palace if you're jkoper. Might be trying to get that level up. But man, that screen kind of is garbage. So laggy too. Alright. Free 500 bag. Oh, there's an invisible Moa. Yeah, 1 up. It's not bad when you're down. And Countess finds the dead end. A left dead end. That is disappointing. Red jar, not a bad pickup for jkoper there. Getting that life up. I think Countess is bailing on 4. Don't blame him. Okay, jkoper going for the kill, get the experience. Only 100. That's kind of sad.
Alright, I'm back. Did he find anything in 4?
Nah, he gave up after finding another dead end.
Alright,
jkoper's going through an east pass through. Yeah. This will put Countess right next to where the raft is. Still has some knowledge about 4 for when he has to go back. Okay, so jkoper's in the northeast little pocket. See if there's anything relevant up here. lot of grave encounters, which are sad. Those eyeballs hurt. Countess getting more... Okay, there's nothing up here. Unless that other pass-through cave is also something that's required. Otherwise, this was just kind of a, fun journey for jkoper. Let's see where it goes, though. Countess has got to get the raft.
Yeah, that hammer would be nice for them to have quick access to the top to the bottom.
Alright, Darunia. Looks like jkoper's going for hints.
Yeah. There's no get down.
Oh. Barbara has a red jar. Red jar is pointless. Yeah. Just don't dig 6, ever.
Although, being that Barbara and the item are on the same entryway, you may run into it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but then you could just back out without fighting the Rebanek, which just takes time. Unless you really want the experience for some reason.
Yeah.
Ho ho. Death Mountain has the child.
So that's interesting. That could be under the rock or in Hammer Cave.
Yep, it's one of the two, and if that blocks Fairy, it could very well be required. The other thing it could block is Spell, which does have a chance of being required.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna assume that both players would rather dig Death Mountain with both the hammers.
Oh, definitely. Given that boulder that's all free. jkoper trying to find the desert item and gets this annoying encounter. Getting attacked from all directions. Life spell coming in handy. But still, brutal. Oh, there. Kill the red one for the blue one to appear. Ah, it doesn't get the experience. That's a little sad. Hidden new Kasuto. Yeah, what can you do? Yeah, there's the water tile also. More stuff we can't get to.
Right.
Oh, what you gonna do, jkoper? The bats want you dead. Countess is slowly making the way on over. Get to that lovely old raft tile.
Yeah, he was saying now he said the raft over.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else they're looking for, really.
There's Death Valley.
Yeah, without Fairy, I don't see much reason to go in there right now.
Well, and also it could be like level 5 in there, or even level 6, and you don't want to deal with those.
Yeah, probably not.
And Cowness takes a death, and he just arms upset because he has to go all that way.
Yeah, that's an actual really annoying path. Going through Jump Cave every time? Oof. Really want to get, like, the boots and hope to walk up there, and I think there might be a road with a boulder on it that they can just kind of cut through.
There was. So
yeah.
That would be a quick route, too. Oh, it looks like he's going to Death Mountain.
Countess is going through Jump.
No.
jkoper has a P-Bag item cave. We got... Well, we gotta kill this guy. It's very important. Get that experience.
Heart.
Heart. Man, aside from giving him Thunder and then Fire Reflect and 50 million key drops, Seed's not doing much for him.
Did jkoper find a palace?
jkoper has found a 3/6 over here in the east, and that's about it.
And those
still looking around.
Yeah, neither one of those is fun, but yeah, one could be glove blocked, and the other could be glove and fairy blocked.
Yeah, not a place you really want to go. No down stab. No glove. I mean, without down stab, they could still do it, but it'd be a bit rough.
And that looks like it's quite a long valley, too.
Yeah, you can hopefully encounter skip, and they're not lava encounters. Alright, Countess is gonna get this. I think this is probably the desert tile item. jkoper has found a lot of deserts.
That is a long valley of death.
Yeah, a valley of death you just want to end your journey on.
Yeah.
No, that's just a red jar. There's still another desert tile somewhere. Uh-oh, three-eyed rock. Flute required.
Okay, that adds another thing to our list.
Oh man. Game's not really giving them a lot of good items here, and it just keeps piling up the requirements. Hammer's probably required, yeah. I would guess.
Well, we're running out of spots. We're 2 items violent. Has he found the other item cave on the side?
No. He's got the Peabag Cave, the Desert Tile, and Maze Island is somewhere in existence. Yeah, that's Nuke Pseudo, definitely.
And then we have 1 item, Death Mountain still, and then the Palace.
I wonder if there's a pass-through cave jkoper can take here, because he seems kind of trapped in this area right now. If there's no pass-through cave, you might need to go find boots somewhere in, like, Death Mountain. Which would be actual horrible.
Yeah. Oh, there's our River Devil.
Oh, hey, River Devil. Countess is going up this desert path. This might be it, maybe. I don't know. It would have to go to the northwest. Because jkoper saw the northeast was nothing. It does go to the northwest, so there's the chance that the Peabag Cave and the Desert Tile are up this way, or a town with ferry.
Tries to get the
oh! jkoper found the other Peabag Cave down here.
Oh.
Hi.
What did he get?
What item are you thinking?
Cross.
I mean, I was going for 8th Heart Container, but Cross is definitely a solid choice.
Oh,
even better. I mean, it gets jkoper that next attack level, so that's pretty cool. But
it's still
that does not solve anything.
Yeah, they're still on a scavenger.
And Countess goes to the northwest and finds out that it's just forest. I wonder if Countess is going to dive into Death Mountain at this point.
Or go back to 4.
Go back to 4? Okay, jkoper finds the trophy.
Yeah, but that still won't lead to an item.
It could lead to Fairy, which would make all these palaces in logic. And we're going to get another spell out of Nibiru.
This is a tough room without that.
Yeah, the lack of downstab is always felt the most in palaces.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Kills the fire.
Jump spell. Well, that opens up downstab.
Yeah, I think when jkoper finds himself back in the west, he'll probably pick it up. If it's convenient to do so. Still looking for hints, I think.
And also turning that trophy. Oh, we find the boss. You don't have to take a death.
Yeah, I gotta take a death. And no one in this town knows a thing. I wonder if jkoper is gonna find Maze Island south of this. I don't think I have a pretty good grasp. I don't have a good grasp of where he is. Alright, so he has Maze Island. That's 2 items at least. 3 if you wander into the palace and get an item out of it.
Yeah. So it could be 5, or it could be the other part of 3.
So fire is reflect, yeah. So they both technically have the reflect spell via fire. Oh, boots are very nice.
Yeah, but that still doesn't... Well, it opens up 1 item.
Yeah, and it makes travel easier. You won't have to go through Jump Cave, I'm pretty sure. It's just nicer.
Although this Maze Island is very dry, so you won't have to traverse through a lot of it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get up toward the north of Maze Island if he wants to. I think that's probably his goal right now. Just head toward the palace in the north. My goodness. Those dudes are having some fun with Countess.
Yeah, he's getting revenge. He's not grinding, he's just revenge.
Yeah, Countess is definitely going for the item here. Hoping for something fairly good. Which it could be. We don't know yet. Oh no!
Yeah,
The key well ran dry. That is very unfortunate. I think Countess was probably 2 keys away. 3 keys, maybe? Probably 3 keys away from getting... probably 2.
It is.
I mean, this could be required if Flute or Glove is here.
Or even
the kid for Fairy, or Spell, or the Hammer. Hammer would be something.
Well, the fortunate thing about this is, even if it is the kid, the boulder is easy access.
Yeah, and it depends on how long Countess spends trying to find this cave. Hopefully it's not boot locked, which sometimes it is.
Well, now he has to pick his poison.
Yeah, pick your pass-through cave, which one looks most appealing, and just kind of hope.
This is an interesting maze island. You don't see where it's cut off from the border usually.
Yeah, that river was not trying very hard. Just like, I'll do the bare minimum here.
Not only that, I mean, usually a full enclosed maze island. That one's got the border cut out.
Probably partly due to that river. Alright, the other 3/6 is here. Looks like jkoper's gonna peek in.
It looks like 3.
Yeah, it's 3. Which means P6 is that one they saw right after Salem, which we know is a red jar and is pretty much irrelevant.
And look at that, there's a cave that's boot blocked.
Yeah, Maze Island, Death Mountain likes to have at least one, sometimes several. Oh, very early Rebanek.
Well, that's to be expected. Palace 3 is quite small.
I mean, notably, no glove block before him, so it's a little fortunate. Glove blocks might be blocking the item, though.
Yes. Because there can be, what, about 2, I think?
Yeah, there's 2 rooms in the palace. I mean, in theory, they could just both be out of the way, blocking the dead end, but you typically always see at least one blocking one of the paths.
Cowness has found the elevator, so this will give him quite a few options.
Yeah, hopefully Countess hasn't seen a lot of these, just to get more coverage.
Yeah, there's a
I like that
one-way.
cave up there. would be interesting to see what jkoper does here. Gonna bail on 3 or go back in. Probably gonna just say good enough. Yeah. I don't think we've seen the other item here yet. So
We have
jkoper left it somewhere back here.
It's behind counter.
Yeah, he did all the easy stuff. Tried to look near the palace. Nope. So now we gotta go back. Just like Countess is going back through this.
I think this is a different.
I think Countess is going... Yeah, he's been in this area before, but he's trying a different cave.
This is where the knowledge of what the front end attack cave is really coming for.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It can be very easy to lose your way.
Here's the
Has found an isolated.
cave. There's a key to use in palace.
It's this room with the jar.
My favorite room. Vanilla refresh.
Yeah, and vanilla, pretty nice. Randomizer,
Especially
it's a room.
you don't have jump.
Yeah, if you don't have jump, it's just kind of taunting you. And, well, that was a way. Yeah, Countess really has gotta be hoping that this is a horrible, hard-to-find thing, and oh dear.
There's a hammer that may
Yeah.
cover to dig death, especially if the child may be there. Or at least take the boulder because it's so easy.
Yeah, the boulder's free. Might be going to trade in trophy, perhaps?
And get his,
Now, Ruto is in the east, so I think he's heading to,
he's going to get his down
Death
stab.
Mountain.
He should go get his down stab at least.
I would be inclined to check the boulder block stuff just in case I found medicine. That way I don't have to go to Mito twice.
That's true.
He's going to get the boulder first, it looks like. Boulder block cave. Oh, that bot tried to get him, but no. Okay. There you go.
What he
Glove is pretty nice.
Oh, what? So, one thing that Cowness put for it, the horn.
Countess, yeah. The flute or the kid blocking a required fairy or spell would be the only good things that could be in Hammer Cave right now. It's not looking promising.
Or magic key is consolation prize.
Yeah.
Not really
Counts
worth the dig.
No. It might save some time, but jkoper has such a lead on the east exploration. It's going to be rough.
And we know we're not going to find boots to speed up his exploration.
No. It still hasn't found that Hammer Cave. If it's boot blocked, that is very rude of the game. There's that one cave over there on the water just sitting there saying, yeah, you know I'm Hammer Cave.
Hey, look, if I didn't know better, I pretty much explored it off.
It's always hard to say because there could be some isolated little pair of caves somewhere. Unless you've really been paying attention.
Did we? Oh, he got that spell. I thought he got the spell for a moment.
We've seen that one.
Here.
Alright. Medicine is in the east, so that's either a nuke pseudo or water tile, which jkoper can get to.
Yeah, I think TheCowness has explored every area. He's not finding any.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
It's looking like that. Oh, no.
Well, no, it's not that one.
He's out of the woods. He is out of the woods.
It's not that one.
He did not do this in vain.
Well, I don't know if there's an... He's been in this area. jkoper's checking our boulder for us. And the child. So no matter what, jkoper's going to be able to get the fairy spell. The only question is flute. I think the one area Countess might not have been in is somewhere,
It's in the
maybe in the bottom, somewhere in the middle-ish area. Because I think he went to the top right at one point. He dead-ended there. In that weird little desert nook. Alright, jkoper's gonna knock out one. Makes sense. You're here. It's Palace. Yeah, I just don't know what Countess has missed at this point. It's gotta be... Here it is.
There it is. I was going to say that looked like a new area, but I wasn't going to jump it.
Alright, needs to be the flute.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Because then jkoper will probably clear everything else before coming here. If it's not the flute, Countess is going to have a pretty good rest of the game. It's possible. But it's going to have to make up some ground. And jkoper needs to trade in some spell items for irrelevant stuff.
Well, if this is the flute, I would give Countess definitely spite jkoper's item count.
Maybe.
You know that Countess is going to go over his tracks. jkoper digging Death Mountain, especially as convoluted as it is, may or may not happen. Oh, it's just a jar.
It's just a jar. That's rough.
Now, that could come into play if the new pseudo item is blue.
Yeah, if she needs like 7 jars and that's like... And if there's like a jar in 5 or something really deep.
So he's going to go back into 4 with his new found.
Yeah. Knows where the item is, so gonna go directly that path. Don't know if jkoper would be able to do 4 right now without the keys. Alright, and Countess notably still no downstab, so it's been kind of rough. jkoper has that good old downstab, just kind of tink their heads, move on. Alright, this is where Countess got blocked before. I believe.
Yes, it is. He had no way to get there.
Oh, we're going left, huh? It's interesting. I'm guessing this is going to go to the top of the drop room then? And then he's going to fall to the middle bar? Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure that was how this had to work out. Given all the ends he's found.
items through here. Key. There it is. There's the item.
Alright. Yep. And jkoper has placed the gem in one.
Now, for his sake, he
Oh,
better
wow.
hope it's not the flute. Because this will be easy find. It's the cross.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Alright, Countess, you have to do. You have to go back to the east. You have nothing left to do here.
Yeah. I mean, you could... No, there's literally nothing else to do here. Yeah.
Yeah, because he already cleared both dungeons. The other one's Great Valley.
Yeah, back to Jump Cave, which... Oof. Just rough. I think jkoper's going to be diving into 4 here. Makes sense. Hope for flute, probably. How many keys does jkoper have, though? That's kind of a question. I probably would have checked Rudo, just looking for Fairy Spell first. But if jkoper has like 10 keys, then it doesn't matter. And as is required by the game, you will always find all the dead ends in P4. So, I'm sure jkoper will find all 3.
Alright,
The right side dead ends.
I'm gonna grab a drink while we're not seeing it right now.
Go for it. Countess just going through, having some fun. That is a rough key to go back and get. Hey, Thunder. Thunder doing what Thunder should do. Killing dudes. Alright, that's dead end number 2 for jkoper. Still got 1 more to find, going right. It's extra credit if you find a left side dead end. That's just the game laughing at you at that point. Oh wow, Countess is alive. Anytime I get near like 0 visible health, I'm like, well, I'm dead. Then I'm not. It's always surprising. And jkoper has met the requirement of finding all the 3 right side dead ends. So mission accomplished there. And if I'm not mistaken, this might be a left side dead end. Game. Yep.
Okay.
Extra credit for finding a left side dead end. What are we drinking today?
Water and fireball.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I got some water here myself.
I gotta get sleep after this. I get up early to go to work.
Yeah. Probably have to do the same.
But I only have a 4-hour shift, so not a big.
That barely even counts. Although waking up still sucks, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay. Countess is going to discover that this northern edge here is pure garbage with nothing. As you do.
I think he's already been up taking a very unorthodox. Oh. But no, this is.
Yeah, now he's going to go through the other pass-through cave, almost certainly. End up somewhere else. Basically following the path jkoper took when he was first over here.
Jake interestingly slicing fireballs at Karok for some reason.
Why not?
That almost
Just
looked
make
like
Karok sad.
it almost looked like he killed Karok with the sword there.
And there's a gem placed. There's not much for Countess to do in Darunia.
He's unequipped. going back to the island, so he knows he needs stuff.
I think Countess might have caught a sneak peek of Three Eye Rock there.
Did he ever go back and look at the water tile?
No, that's still kind of, when he goes back east, I'm sure he'll look at it. I think Water Tile and Nuke Suit are pretty close to each other, so that'll be kind of like a combo check there. But he's just gotta find this item in P4 on the off chance it's required. So Countess has 2 P baggers to find, the desert tile to find,
Maze Island.
and Maze Island, which is the big one. Maze Island had the goods, basically.
Now, something interesting. The flute could have been in 3.
It very well could have been. It could have be glove blocked in 3 for all we know, or maybe not.
To a factor if jkoper decides. I mean, he's already cleared out Maze Island except for that. So
Yeah,
that can help Countess come back.
it could.
If
Maze Island was
glove
kind of silly to get up there. The palace on Maze Island, you had to go all the way to the right and then up.
Yeah.
jkoper's boulder busting his way up here, so no more jump cave for him.
And see, he's going to the Valley of Death.
Valley of Death would be 2 or 5. This is gonna be rough. It's not a place I'd go without keys.
Well, luckily, Countess skipped the road.
That is very convenient. I think jkoper's looking to see if he could walk. Yeah, you can, but then there's 50 million swamp. Ah, Rudo. He's gonna go back and trade in that trophy. Makes sense. Two or 5? What's our... What do we got? P2.
2.
Alright.
Well, hopefully he doesn't as well.
Yeah, there's just the one room, and you just gotta hope that it's not in your way. You never like to see a linear start to P2, though. That's always a little troubling. Down elevator, much friendlier. But this works too. Oh, I missed the spell for trophy. Alas.
Chat, do you help us out, chat? What did he get? Shield.
Oh. Well, that's a spell that exists. Might get cast versus like Guma. Maybe against Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Perhaps in GP. Some
Yeah.
rough rooms. These east encounters are much nicer with the down stab.
I hope this is dead end for Countess after spending 2 and going down like 4 runs.
Our Knuckles jerks. That's for the record.
And it's
It's a dead end. Yeah. Yeah. As you do. Attack 3 for Countess also, by the way. Attack 3 is not great.
Yeah, compared to jkoper 6.
Yeah, Attack 6, you're pretty much good. Anything above that's just kind of like even, just faster.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
guess you have to take this weird pass through. He's probably gonna look to see if he can water walk, but I'm pretty sure it's just all solid mountains.
wonderful.
Oh man. I mean, the big unknown still is flute, and maybe fairy, but jkoper's gonna find that eventually. It'd be kind of annoying if it was medicine, just because then you have to go back to Mito. Alright, how many jars do you want, lady? Oh, well, so much for the magic container and Death Mountain being relevant.
Yeah.
And so much for
What
P3 having anything good. Rides with the magic key.
There's
our flute.
So he is basically so
I mean, probably still want the fairy spell. He's gonna check the spell in here, definitely. Probably trade in his kid if Darunia is convenient. He doesn't have spell yet. This place would have to give it to him to even look for the medicine. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That's not great.
Oh, Countess stuck. Oh, and there's the very spell. jkoper is now in Komodo.
Yeah, jkoper can just go.
He's not worried about anything else.
Countess just waiting to die. Just end it, game. You're a jerk. Game. There you go. Yeah, there's no spell that jkoper needs at this point. No item. Just has to go knock out the remaining palaces.
And there's our
he'll
glove
be
block.
good.
And there's our glove
And there's
block.
the glove block. Yeah.
Well, hopefully the top of the elevator will lead. The left will lead to the item, although we don't know. And then the right will lead to where
Gosh, game.
Helmet head.
Alright, jkoper's gonna find P5 here. Probably just gonna dive right on in because why not?
There's no, I mean, once you have everything, a palace is a palace.
Yep. Find boss, kill boss, move on. I mean, P5 can be pretty bad. Oh, that's rough. Ropes suck.
Are those ropes? I thought they were called something else in this.
Oh, I'm a Zelda 1 person, so snakes are ropes to me, so...
Okay. Oh, and there's the dead end.
No. That's so unfortunate.
Countess is just not getting numbers.
Tries to get the level by thundering the guy and he drops a blue jar. That's just insult. Alright.
Alright, I think he's gonna take his level and solve his defeat in Palace 2. Oh, he has one more path to go, that's right. He has the up elevator to go to on the second elevator, I think.
And jkoper finds a dead end in 5. Has a lot of dead ends, so not surprising.
He even has a useless well, yeah, it has a useless dead end, the one with the key showing on the other side. Alright, so although the item's not needed here, hopefully to the left, like I said, is the item, and hopefully to the right is helmet head. There's the item.
Alright, what do we got in P2?
Another gone.
I mean, it's magic. Not what you're looking for, though, when you're missing tons of required items. Oh, Gumo's pretty quick. jkoper just going for the straight death here.
What's also nice that
that was interesting.
Oh, dead end. So helmet head.
Glove block. Oh, that's rude.
Oh. And he's blacked out his screen. I think he's pissed. He don't want to see it. He don't want to see it.
I mean, pretty much most of the gambles here have been pretty rough. Have not gone Countess's way.
No.
Really, the key to the seed was Maze Island.
For a minute there, I thought he was about to forfeit. He was going around and...
I'm sure if jkoper was done, Countess probably would not want to finish the seed.
Got 2 dungeons left. Great palette.
Yeah, interesting to see the order jkoper does this in. Skipped 6 earlier. Gonna have to go back and do that at some point. It's near the... Gonna get this free item, because why not? He only has 5 jars, notably.
And now...
Medicine.
Well, what's also nice is jkoper also has the 2 nice novelty spells. He has life and for great power.
Yeah, the spells he's missing, basically the more expensive Reflect and Spell, which no one really cares about those.
I only care about Reflect when you get it for Carol, but other than that, you're not going to use Spell or Reflect. Well, you may use the Thunderbird fight, but that's about it.
Alright. So jkoper's going to go through this, then probably up A back and sail to do 6. Then up A and beat GP, and barring a upstab block, which no one has upstab. Probably wrap up everything.
Yeah,
An upstab block would be something.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think that would be enough to keep jkoper from winning.
It would take quite a confusing GP that ends in like a upstab block.
Yeah.
Which some of the GPs can be a little mazy. Even P6 can be a little rough sometimes.
What's the flag? What's the flag set for GP? Is it short GP, normal torpedo?
Yeah, it's short.
Okay.
But within short GP, sometimes you get ones that are a little longer than usual. It's kind of like random chance, where you end up with like a lot of rooms that typically get removed. I'm not sure what Countess is doing.
I don't know either.
I think jkoper is probably going to stumble across that glove-blocked path
I think he's...
and find boss.
Honestly, I think Countess is just giving up and he's just goofing around.
Maybe. Might be trying to find that Parappa cave that we saw like one entrance of, or it might have been Fairy, I'm not sure. Yeah, this. Okay, it's Fairy. So they had to go through either Jump or Fairy Cave. Assuming the grave tile's in the north somewhere, because I'm not sure that we ever actually saw anyone in it.
We did see it. I don't recall where it was. Someone did fall into it. Yeah, it was.
Alright. So it is up here. Which I thought it was, but wasn't sure. Alright, jkoper finds one of the 3 dead ends here. Probably gonna go up the elevator and find the right path.
Chat answer. Well, excuse me a moment. I got a whiny dog outside.
Well, take care of the dog.
Be back.
jkoper sitting pretty nice at 645. Magicals all seems pretty castable. GP could have some troubling rooms. Maybe not. Countess is diving into 6. And this is the path jkoper needs to be on. Oh, sees that at 6 and immediately bails. Yeah. That would be the right thing to do. Immediate boss right after the glove block. As you do, P2, as you do. He only got one of his helmets off. Attack 6 too strong. Now, is jkoper going to go for attack 7? He very well might. He does typically do that. He only has 1 gem to place, though. He might spread it around. It's only 4650. Yeah, attack 7. Then he'll try to get past that experience gap for 6. Which really, P6 does like to give you experience, so he probably will get his XP up to attack 8 levels and probably start dumping stats at that point. I think he's gonna go water walk. You have to get through this giant swamp though, which kinda sucks, but a lot better than some of the alternatives. Yeah. Basically you would need Barba and Rebanek to roll really low. I don't remember what Rebanek had in P3 when jkoper killed him. I think it was decent-ish. Nothing abysmal. But you kill some dudes and you're probably good. And in we go. We have not seen much of this palace beyond basically this first intro room. Yay. P6, everyone's favorite. Looking for Barba. Will jkoper ever have to cast Fairy, or will all his key supply carry him through? Beyond Fairy required rooms, anyway. Oh, he's leaving the key behind. He's cool, he doesn't need any keys. And back we go. Backwards to fall. I believe that is exactly what the Stelfo said. Alright. One of our fairy required rooms. What do we got? Countess has found a Baru. Gotta get a jump spell. Means he'll actually have access to downstab, but it's a long way back to get it. And jkoper slowly upping that experience. Probably wants to get some extra life levels because GP can be a bit rough. Oh, this room. Everyone's favorite room in P6, I'm pretty sure. The one room where I'll actually bother to cast spell. Just because it's easier. Alas, no spell here. Oh, that's dicey. Yep. That can happen. Countess got jump and is immediately going to get downstab, huh? Huh. I mean, downstab is great, but I think Countess would have found Maze Island a little south of that. So, a bit unfortunate, but downstab is pretty sweet. Goodbye, Stalfos. Oh, and here's Barba. It's very likely jkoper will get above, depending on what Barba does. Barba could roll low. Might not get past that second level. Might not even get the first level if it's 300. That would be rough. And kind of annoying. Oh no, jkoper, don't do that. Alright, take 2. It's the giant dragon dude. Hey, what's up?
I'm back. So the jkoper already found Barbara. Was it fairly easy?
Yeah, the P6 was pretty quick. Fairy was used to get through the room, so it does seem like Fairy was required to get there.
The lava room or the one you fall from?
The one he fell from. He ferried to go right there. Haven't seen the lava room. Other than this one. And the so-called BGT room. Alright. Got him dead. How much XP are you, Barba? jkoper wants that attack 8.
Or he wants
Now he's got to think about how in the world do you get the experience when you have 0 lives. Thunder. Oh dear. He's on 0, so this is a little scary.
Oh, there's your that's right there.
Yay, we did it. Oh wow, 9,000? That's a hefty XP thing right there.
I think he's actually gonna split it. Like,
oh, definitely. He's gonna pump up something.
a nice amount, 99,000. 9,900.
That's gonna take a while to count up too.
Yeah.
So, dance, Link, dance. No dancing. All right.
Yeah. Then she waited out. Nothing. Go back to start.
Yeah, pumping up that life. So he's gonna get yeah, he's getting some magic. Alright. Just kind of split it up. 767. Pretty nice.
Countess is back for jump cave again.
Yep. jkoper is back near start. Go into that little GP that we saw way back when. And, well, looking for Thunderbird, who's going to be blocking Dark Link. So you see Thunderbird, that's kind of, you're on the right path. And try not to find some giant horrible loop of doom.
And there's Thunderbird.
That's both good and bad. If it kind of starts splitting crazy after Thunderbird, then you're gonna have to... Then it's just pick a path and hope.
Well, we did see 2 splits before this, so I mean... Maybe all of GP is behind Thunderbird?
All
not
of
in
GP.
front of it? Not in
It
front
could
of
all
it?
be in front of him.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, if Dark Link is right behind him, I don't know if we've had a shorter GP. Would be hard to do that.
I've seen those races though where there are GPs like that.
Oh, it definitely could
Rare.
happen. Countless finds a dead end. Keeping on trucking.
And more GP. I was going to say it's irrelevant in this race, but using the L7 drop skip is not allowed to skip Thunderbird.
Right, not to skip Thunderbird. If you've already killed Thunderbird, though, fair game.
Yeah,
Although at this point, it might lead you before Thunderbird.
yeah. Because I have seen players do that.
Yeah, there are a couple that like to give it a shot. Really depends on what enemies you have as far as how feasible it is.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's possible.
Alright. There is a jar in that room, but jkoper is just gonna soldier on. That angry bird dude didn't want you in that room. Okay, there's option 1, a drop. Is up an elevator, another drop. Oh man, Countess.
It's going
You're
to
gonna find the red jar in 6. Oh no.
I wish the screen wasn't black so I could see his reaction.
I don't think he's gonna be happy.
Oh, I know that.
I mean, it's kind of insult to everything else that's gone on. Red jar is the most useless thing.
Let's see if he casts thunder at it.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting color for it. Okay, jkoper took a drop. Hopes we're not somewhere we shouldn't be. And we continue to search.
This is definitely one of my least favorite type of rooms. They're so long to go through.
Unfortunately for Countess, gonna, I think, discover that there's a fairy block in play here.
Yeah. Well, let's find the theater room.
Yeah, one of several, typically. I like how that Stealthless was walking on the ceiling there. That was pretty neat. The old
Now-
Jackamus room.
Is it possible to wedge yourself into that little hole?
That little hole. Which are you talking about?
The one you drop by and you usually have to cast fairy to get into.
Oh yeah, you can... The Eon drop? Yeah, you can just hop on down there. I'm sure that's what jkoper's
No.
gonna do.
I'm talking about in level 6.
Oh! It's possible to drop on the ceiling if you have the right room that you're falling from. Basically, the Canadian hole room, you can end up on the ceiling of that room and not have to cast fairy. But otherwise, it's not really possible to get into that hole now. Not that I've seen. Otherwise, people would do that instead of cast fairy, I think. Some of the top players.
Yeah, you're right.
But as far as getting on the ceiling, if the right drop is above it, yes. That has happened. Not the case this time, though. Orange guys may be weak, but man, do they like to fire. Oh man, jkoper whiffing on that block repeatedly. Oh, Countess going for the hint in Old Kasuto. Alright.
This is play you hardly ever.
I think that's just the mood Countess is in right now.
I think he knows where he's at in the race.
Well, that is definitely a hint. That tells you things.
It's useful, but not now for him.
There's so much lag on jkoper's screen. Oh, well that's kind of unpleasant. That room actually requires fairy. From that direction. Yeah, he gets the jar. You don't often see that room in a short GP.
And there's our L7.
Yeah. If it drops, I don't think it's possible for it to drop into itself, because that would have been a self-contained, no escape situation. Maybe. Unless this drops to it, in which case there was one path jkoper didn't take.
Yeah.
Which I guess is... yeah, I guess there is some path in here that jkoper didn't take, because he's looped.
Oh, he looped back to the Eon drop.
Yeah, I think he has to go before Eon Drop. Taking Eon Drop just kind of put him in some sort of horrible chain where he end up basically to the right of it.
I think I know what it is. It may be down here or that room that you typically go left in, that people usually go left in, that they drop from. He may
Yeah,
have
I think
to
it's got to be this room.
either that or that one, and he has to go right and take the elevator down.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen the fairy room yet. I think we're dealing with this.
Barely gets out alive. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Cowness will be happy. Not happy that he lost.
No.
He won't be happy that he lost, but he'll be happy that he doesn't have to play anymore.
He might finish it out. Never know. Is jkoper gonna just get this? I think so. Darklink doesn't stand a chance.
GG.
Alright, GG for jkoper, gets first. And Countess, yeah, sees the first. I think Countess is done. Saved Hyrule. Oh man, Countess has found Maze Island now. Still playing along a little bit, even though forfeited.
Basically like Red Ring, second quest of Zelda 1, like 2 rooms before game. Not really useful now.
Yeah, that's always rough. Hey, jkoper, GG.
Hey, thank
Hello.
you.
So what did you think about that seed?
I thought I played it pretty well. Going all the way east and getting that hammer, finishing P3 while I was over there, and then coming back and getting the glove felt pretty good. And then the only question at the end was whether fairy would be required, and after I got the cross, but then I got fairy and I felt pretty good, and went into P6. Fairy looks like it was probably required. I don't know if there was a way around it. Probably not. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So yeah, I felt good about pretty much all of my decisions, and my gameplay was good enough, I guess. And I just a couple little navigation things, like forgetting exactly where things were, but that didn't cost me too much, more than a minute or so, maybe.
Yeah, everything seemed to kind of play out pretty well for you. Just the east in particular was where you kind of left Countess behind. Countess kind of banked hard on P1 and P4, just getting the keys, ran out of keys in 4, went back, got across, and then dug Death Mountain for quite a bit to get Hammer Cave.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Hammer
just
Cave
a
is just a jar.
Just a magic container?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, more of those would have been nice, but I was obviously okay with what I had, so.
Yeah, P1, P2, and Hammer Cave were the ones we saw.
Yeah, I just got the one in P1, I guess. Which was good. I certainly needed it, I think. I don't know if Thunder was even castable. I think it was like 65 or something at the end.
Well, you also needed it because it was blocking flute.
Oh yeah, true. Fair enough. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was kind of lucky, I guess.
I'm sure you could have rounded up one more container.
Yeah, I guess I would have done things like Doug 2.
Hey, Countess.
Oh,
GG.
The other magic
GG.
jar, we saw all 4. The other one was on the water tile.
Water tile was medicine.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wish that was a magic container. I certainly didn't want any more spell items at that point. But, yeah. Where were you when you quit, Countess?
I quit when I was like 30 or 40 minutes in. I just didn't want to forfeit before you finished.
Oh.
I just spaced on the eastern pass-through. I forgot I saw it. I forgot that I should look for it. I forgot that it was possible to go through a cave to get to another area. So I thought Death Mountain had to have the magic key or the flute, and it had a jar, and I full cleared it. And I'm really upset about that. It was a terrible mistake. Shouldn't be making a mistake like that when I'm seated this high in the tournament. But I lost like 15 minutes in Death Mountain, and then I lost 10 going through Palace 4 for no reason.
It
Yeah,
may have
Too
helped,
early to make it up.
it may have helped you if the magic container lady needs 7 jars.
Maybe.
Because
Yeah.
she was hiding flute.
I just had 5 when I got there. So,
I don't even know if flute was required. I just knew I saw a River Devil on the east.
yeah, flute was
Yeah.
definitely required. It was
Okay.
blocking the palace. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know what you all did or whatnot, but the sea went really well for me. So,
Yeah, Maze Island was pretty much critical with both boots and hammer, and that led to glove and everything.
Was Fairy in New Katsudo by chance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The last 15 minutes or so of that, I was just trying to get to Barba because I was practicing jumpless jackhammer last night and decided that was going to be my last goal before I quit. But then Fairy blocked it, so I did find the hammer hint though in new old Katsudo.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's pretty fun that you read that hint. I'm glad you showed that off, I guess.
Yeah, I appreciated that. I don't often see the old Kasudo hints. Wasn't even really sure which of those random houses it was in.
Yeah, I think Palace 4 had the cross, so I don't know if you would have even found the cross.
Yeah, I got the cross. I still needed the flute. Yeah, I needed the flute, and I did 1 and 4 at that point. And then I didn't get anything except the magic container, which was very necessary to get the flute once I got back to New Kasudo. So, yeah, I don't know. I had fun. I'm sorry that you spaced on things. I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if jkoper ever went up that one little desert path in the East Continent to see the Northwest, which ended up having nothing at all. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, I think the river might have been up there, but it wasn't blocking anything either.
Yeah, I kind of just took the way that felt most natural, and it was the path with everything on it, I guess. So, I don't know.
So jkoper, you're going to be facing the winner of Lightning and Rico player, and TheCowness is going to go against Smitty Games. Any thoughts on your matchups?
I already raced Lightning in the Swiss, and he's really good. So, I guess it'll be a challenge. But
What about you, TheCowness?
I don't really know what to think after this one.
I'm sure you'll come back strong. Even a few in the losers bracket.
Yep, everyone gets another shot.
Thanks so much for restream commentary tracking everything.
Welcome.
Yep, thanks for the race, and thanks for the tracking and restream and all that fun stuff, and thanks for joining me on commentary, Jopo.
You're welcome.
Any last comments from anyone?
No, I think I don't have anything else.
Good luck in your future matches.
Yeah, again,
Yeah, good luck, guys.
Yeah, GG's to both runners. Thank you. Big thanks and shout out to Theirwolf and Jopo 1226 tonight for doing commentary, as well as Chirelli and Tomoltouch 13 for doing the tracking tonight. Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 UTC, Ellendar versus Rose City Saint. So hopefully you'll join us for that, as well as a couple more matches on Thursday. So with that, everyone have a good night, and we'll catch you later. Bye.